turn the
Thanks, Senator.
I think Scott's too loud. I think you're too loud.
I'm too loud?
Yeah, I think so.
Somebody has some questions. Somebody's got
got it.
And what do you know to our friends and family? Come on, friends and family.
How long did it take you to convert from the 6 to the 7 and really feel comfortable with it?
You go first.
Not very long. I had it for maybe a day. Didn't take very long. I knew I was getting a 7 string, so I tuned my 6 string down like a 7 string. I got used to it that way, so when I got it, I was pretty used to it.
I didn't do that. It took me probably 3 or 4 weeks. Just bought one, traded in my 6 string. It's pretty easy to get used to. I mean, if it's a higher string, I think it's more difficult. You have problems with chords and that. It's really hard to use that high E string. Or I think they tune it to G if they string it that way. But with the low B, it's not that difficult to get used to at all.
So we're going back to the regular 6 string?
Yeah, the neck feels real tiny.
Yeah.
I go back to it and I go, oh man, like I could just break it. It feels real small.
How many people are actually guitar players here? Cool. Anybody own a 7 string? 1. Anybody want to own a 7 string? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Well, you have to play together, that's for sure.
What is the range on it? What's the low open string?
It's a low B.
And the high is?
It's a high E.
Okay.
It's like a 6 string.
So it just adds lower
Yeah,
notes?
it adds a lower B. Or later on we're going to do some songs where we tune down to A. So it'd be like if you tune the 6 string, if you tune the E on a 6 string down, it'd be D. And we're just going to drop the B down to A. It gets real heavy, and we're going to try to show the different possibilities of, you know, some heavy stuff, some licks, and some more mellow, some country.
Yeah, that's the nice one.
Actually, crazy country.
I think the coolest thing about the 7 string is that it doesn't have anything to do with the licks. I mean, obviously that's kind of cool if you're into that, but not everybody's into that. You have a lot of extended key range. You've got a 4th below, and then if you tune it down, you can go even further. Or at least octave range, I should say. So it just gives you more room to write songs with, or you know, come up with interesting chord voicings that you wouldn't be able to come up with on a 6 string. And a lot of this stuff that we're playing today probably could be played on a 6 string, but it wouldn't sound the same. It'd be really, really difficult to pull off. It's just, I guess it's a better tool for your creativity, you know, as a guitar player. You know, it's like just more of already a great thing, you know. I think we're gonna play some country.
This is on my solo album.
Yeah.
What's it called? Mule Skinner.
Mule Skinner.
It's on my solo album.
Yeah, right. Jerry Reed song.
Yeah, I kind of stole the chord progression.
Might remember this from Smokey and the Bandit.
Machine.
Yeah, that's the deadly country right there.
No. We stopped
Yeah, the
before
swamp
that.
country right there.
That's what I'm dragging back.
You use this guitar to play any style of music. The next song we're going to play is jazz. And, yeah. Jazz. Hey, I think it was a call for you, Andy. This is off my upcoming solo album, which has been called.
You can see how that would be cool for jazz.
Basic idea, anyway.
Things like, that walking bass stuff and all sorts of stuff you could do if you really sat down and worked on it.
You really played
If
that.
you really sat down and practiced it, it could be really, really cool.
Yeah, just improvise over it again and again and again and let the tape roll, you know. If you hear something you really dig, keep it. That's kind of the way we came up with a lot of the solos. But it's interesting that you said that because we were just talking about how, some of that stuff was really difficult to solo over because it just didn't go anywhere. You had to come up with all this interesting stuff over one basic chord,
Great stuff.
Made it difficult.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely seems a lot more challenging probably now.
Well, I think that was, I think it reflected maybe some immaturity in my songwriting at the time. I think I probably could have come up with some better things to write over.
Actually, what they did was they wrote the solos first. Once they thought they had something really cool. I'm kidding.
I wasn't involved in that process.
He was on the Hajis album.
Is everybody aware that, Scott wasn't always in the band. Brett was. Brett is holding the camera over here. He's the guy he's the other guitar player who's on the Haji record. And he's done the wise thing and quit rock and roll. After school, learned how to play jazz.
Yes. There's a fusion kind of album coming out. It's going to be...
It's finished. It's totally bad.
It's going to make us both look real bad.
We'll play another song unless we have some other questions. Yeah, we do have some stuff to give away, but thought we'd wait a little bit. Unless everybody wants free stuff now. I don't know what's the next one. I think we do the tune down. tuned down to A. Last two songs were written with drop A tuning, which is the same as a drop D tuning on a 6-string, but 7 strings, so kind of drop A tuning. And I mean, it's really, a lot of times it sounds like something, I think that the low B or drop A gives everything kind of a heavy, kind of chug, chug, chug sound, you know. I mean, it doesn't have to be that way, but when you do play with an overdriven tone, I mean, it sounds even heavier. It sounds bigger and it just sounds like death.
I noticed that your neck is a little different than his. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
This neck?
Yeah.
I just had it custom made. I wore the other one out. I played my 7-string so much, I just wore it out. And just plain and simple. I put new frets in it. And it wouldn't work. Just had to get a new one.
They offer that at Ibanez. They offer custom options like that.
They do offer custom options, actually. I think Max could tell you more about that. He's back there in the...
Mainly for you guys, though.
Really?
We don't do much custom work, except for yours.
I see.
Well, this guitar here is exactly like you buy off the shelf.
In fact, that one's brand new.
Yeah, it's brand new. I just got it last week or
You guys want to come and
after
check 'em out,
UPS
too?
lost it, now I got it. It finally came in, but it's just like off the shelf. If you went out and bought, you know, a 7-string off the shelf, it's just like this. Exactly.
This one is 2, but this has a single coil in the neck position. That's the only thing, just for a little different tone.
They don't have the cool fingernail polish.
I don't have that from the factory. Beat your wife for that. Really hack her off one night and see if, and then there you got nail polish all over your guitar.
Maybe I didn't mean it.
Any other questions?
What are some of the people that you listen to, like, now that you can play and everything, who you listen to now that you keep getting new ideas and kind of like not getting a rut?
Andy Timmons.
Exactly.
You've got to.
A lot of fusion guys. Scott Henderson, Charles Beck, Gary Willis. I mean, it doesn't have to be a guitar player. You can be a horn player, you can be a bass player, keyboardist, whatever. Those guys are just, those guys are smoking.
Aquarium Rescue Unit. They are really, really
Yeah,
hot.
those guys are really happening too. Everybody in the band is smoking.
Trying to listen to stuff.
Bread and butter.
Trying to listen to stuff now, at least myself anyway, stuff that's more phrasing.
Not me.
I was 24 hours a day. I'm trying to really concentrate on phrasing and note choice and vibrato, and that's really stuff that I think everybody should concentrate on. I really got involved in the licks, really to a point to where I think I went overboard a little bit. And if you have my record, you'll know what I mean. But I went overboard, but really trying to concentrate now on phrasing and stuff like that. The chops, it seems like my chops are still there to an extent. They don't go away. It's like they might not be as cool as, I might not be as clean as I was at one time, but it's not as important to me now as it was, you know, then. So it's, you know, your chops don't just disappear.
I'm kind of the same way. I'm concentrating on phrasing as much as I can right now. In between, you know, practicing for gigs and that, what little time is there, definitely I spend, you know, listening to guys that I really dig, phrasers, not shredders, and I spend a lot of time like just playing along with the radio. I'll turn it on to 88.1 or the Oasis and practice, you know, improvisation over.
What's some like, so like warming up for a gig, you know, when you don't have a lot of time, or you're on the road or whatever, is there any certain exercises you work on that incorporate everything from your picking to your left hand stuff that, you know, in a short amount of time, you know, to keep you, at the level you need to be to pull up everything as flawless as you can?
For me, it's the stuff that I learned from guys like, you know, Paul Gilbert and all those practice regimens, I think, you know, will work. Just practicing your scales, start slowly and, you know, build up speed and just be patient with yourself. Don't expect to pick up the guitar and just start lazy. You know, even if you've been doing it every day, you know, still have to warm up. I'm sure Scott does. It's just, you know, something you have to live with, and a lot of times warming up, you know, use exaggerated motion for your left hand, exaggerated stretches, and start slowly and build up speed when you're warmed up. I mean, no set scales or anything like that, or particular exercises, and stretch out. You know, I don't know if you've seen the John Petrucci video, but he's like a stretching maniac. The guy's like stretching every muscle in his body. And I think I go that far, but I definitely stretch out before I play. I think it helps a lot. that depends all on what gauge string you use. Like I said, you know, I'm using a 65, and the 65 feels, I don't know, there's quite a bit of continuity between this and the rest of the strings, I think, retention. This will probably be good for most people. If you're not going to tune down a whole lot, but if you tune down to A a whole lot, it still gets kind of floppy.
Notice when you tune the OB down to A, the other things we want to tune, you have your tremolo blocked off. And I've got a Lego. Lego. Why go with a Lego? Stuff like that.
I don't use the locking nuts. It doesn't, you know, I don't have any problem with tuning or anything like that, but I got the springs real loose, so when it does break, there's still enough string tension that it doesn't go backwards. And when I tune double stops, they don't go, you know, you don't get a note going flat because the bridge is blocked and stuff like that.
We just never use the bar that much to begin with, so block them off. I use a socket in mine with super glue, and I don't use the nut now either. He convinced me not to use it. I've seen the line.
Seen a lot.
Sam's nut. But the nut is really cool. I've used it for years. You know, never had a problem with it. But you know, now with the tremolo blocked up, I guess I never realized that I really didn't need it. You know.
Do you guys use the tremolos at all? I mean, at all?
No.
How long have you been playing that?
Almost as long as I've been playing guitar. I think I had like some off brand to begin with, and as soon as I really got serious about it, I bought a 550.
So what were you guys using? I mean, you guys were ready to play 6 strings before you started playing 7 strings? How, we just down to
Didn't tune down before.
And neither did I. I didn't. I think you said you did that just to get used to it.
Maybe get used to my guitar, to get
How
used to
did
the
you
7
get
string.
that heavy tone? And if you never down tune on a 6 string, I mean, how did you get that heavy tone?
Didn't.
You never did?
No.
Tuned to E flat, that's one thing I did. I tuned a half step lower than I didn't tune standard A440. And it kind of gave a little more grind.
Yeah, because I know a lot of death metal bands that do that, go down to not
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah,
Nowadays
use
it's
heavier
real
gauge
popular.
strings.
Yeah,
Tuned
well,
down.
they use the heavier gauge down to
Yeah. See, that's the cool thing about a 7 string. You don't have to do that.
yeah.
I mean, it sounds heavy just the way it is, you know. And if you tune down from there, then. You
So
know.
when you actually tune those, do you just tune
I'm sorry.
do you tune the standard?
Yeah, these are standard.
Are they?
440, yeah.
There's a song on the Hajis CD though that's tuned to an open D tuning. It's like it's kind of a sitar-like tuning.
Yeah.
We don't play that one live because we don't have enough 7 strings. They're in high demand. They're really everybody wants one.
Yeah.
So you guys, if you do have one on order or you want one, just be patient. You'll hear Guitar Center will definitely get you one. They're making it as quickly as they can. They're very, very popular right now. Any other questions? We have one more song to play. And then I think we're going to give away some stuff. And, yeah, we're going to give away some stuff. And, what? Frank?
I got here late, but I don't know if anybody asked this already, but what kind of learning curve did you give yourself, time frame, to learn to play the 7 string? Going from 6 string to 7 string, was it difficult, or did it take you a while?
No, didn't take very long. Just picked it up and I tuned my 6 string to a low E tuning to get used to it.
Well, fuck you.
Hey man, I'm just telling you.
It took like 3 or 4 weeks for me. I didn't even think about tuning my 6 string down, and as soon as I found one, I bought it. You know, he was playing before. He was in another band named Crimey with Derek Taylor, and they were playing 7 strings, and Derek was going, hey, 7 strings, gotta get 7 strings. You know, I kind of blew it off, you know, and I heard the new stuff they were writing. It just sounded heavy, just sounded just big, you know, and Brett was in the band, and we both wanted 7 strings, but couldn't find them. And that was at the time when I guess they just stopped making them. They went out of production for a short amount of time. And that's about the time I decided I wanted one. I found one and bought it, and I had to sell my 6 string to do it. And when I did, it took about 3 weeks to get used to it. I mean, I was all, hitting the open D all the time, but after about 3 weeks, it was just second nature, and now going back to a 6 string, I feel limited.
Yeah, I tried to go back to a 6 string after they quit making them, and I just felt funny. Just felt really limiting. I didn't have a low string. I didn't know what to do without it.
I've told people before I'll never go back to 6-string. I mean, I can't see any reason to it. You know, I pray that they'll make 7-string acoustics and, you know, 7 strings with different pickup configurations, you know. Hopefully they'll become, you know, the standard in music instead of the exception. But I'm really looking forward to the future if they keep gaining popularity once they are.
Playing trumpet. I played trumpet. I learned a lot from playing trumpet musically, and I wish
You wanted to be Herb Albert so bad.
I wish I would have kept at one point I did stop my music education after I got out of high school, and I wish I wouldn't have. Because it just seems like it's taken me longer to get back to it. You know, but I did learn a lot in band, even though it was high school and it was the trumpet.
No offense to all you trumpet players. I know there are a lot of you. Okay, one more song and I think it was. No, I haven't. Hold on a second.
Oh, time to do your nails.
Follow my nails.
Could you soak in it though?
Like you just bought a You said a glass coat on?
No, not really.
But it's, I see you're quiet.
Yeah.
Good technique though, that's the reason.
Without these little chairs and footstands, we'd suck twice as bad.
Didn't think that'd be fun.
It helps for the stretches. Sometimes doing wider revolving stretches, it really helps
Throw it
a
up there
lot.
like that, man.
Do you just play live with one stuck to your fingers?
Yeah, I got a necklace with. Oh my God. Just walk around. All right. What's up the upcoming Haji album? away some stuff. We're gonna have some trivia questions. Who can name all the members of the band Tribal Tech? Nobody in our band, right?
Okay.
Cool.
Scott Henderson, Gary Willis, and let's see, drummer.
Here it comes. And then,
Oh, there's a keyboard player.
Keyboard player.
Who cares about it?
He's
Andy.
got the drummer. I say give it to him. More
Tom
than-
Young, you played on the
Probably out here. Next one.
Next one.
That was close.
Okay. What would you like? Would you like an Ibanez T-shirt or
Don't worry, guys, give it to somebody else that doesn't already have.
how about a Hajis CD or
Oh, cool.
you want one of those? Do you have one? Let me give you one here.
One, yeah.
Do you have one?
I'm not sure if I have the one you're talking about. Is there just one?
There's just one.
Okay, I'll wait for the second.
What a guy.
I've already got it.
Okay.
That's very good.
Let's see. How about anybody name 3 bands that use the 7-string?
Five, you guys?
Well, let's see how you do.
You guys,
3 others.
4.
Yeah, try without us.
And 5 bands, 4, and you guys. 3, I know.
Okay. That's good enough. Yeah, Morbid Angel and Sepultura is playing 7-string now too. Dream Theater. Quite a few there. You know what? I think we'll just have like a box of all the way T-shirts. Do you know what it might be?
I saw a bunch of people with tomato stand wearing it.
A T-shirt. Get that stuff. I'm trying to come up with trivia questions right here on the spot. Can anybody name all the members of Hajis Kitchen?
Has been present?
Hey, there's a good one.
There's a task. Okay, how many strings are on the Ibanez universe? You in the green.
Very good, man. 7.
Hey, he gets a T-shirt.
They're all small. Extra small. Extra small. Oh, there it is.
All right, we're going to run out of trivia questions before T-shirts, I think. What else?
What'd you do in Chicago?
Okay, who would like an Ibanez T-shirt? If I hit anybody, I'm sorry. I'm a guitar player, not a pitcher. There you go. And I guess that's about it. We've got some posters and CDs for sale. Ibanez catalogs over here. Max is back there to answer any of your Ibanez questions that we are unable to answer. Actually, you should go to that guy. He knows it all. And we're going to hang around for a little bit and, answer any questions for you guys who are talking with. So, thanks for coming out. Really appreciate it.